So I'm making this video to explain what it's like to be an industrial maintenance technician, right? What does that mean? What do they do? What kind of work-life balance can you expect? And this is all from my anecdotal experience. So your experience may differ. It may be similar and it may be drastically different. But this is my experience, right? So who am I to talk on this subject? Well, I have 2.5 years of industrial maintenance experience. I started off in a very small injection molding company, and I ended up at a tier 2 Toyota plant. Education-wise, I have 2 associate degrees in applied science. One is the automation controls and robotics technician degree, which is an electrical degree, and then I have the industrial maintenance degree, which is a mechanical degree. Both of those, again, are associate degrees. So let's talk about what exactly is an industrial maintenance technician. Well, there are a lot of things, but generally what they take care of are PMs and then reactive maintenance, right? So they take care of preventative maintenance, which is things such as changing oil filters, checking tolerances on machines, replacing wearable parts, end-of-life parts. Now, what is reactive maintenance? Reactive maintenance is maintenance that happens whenever a machine breaks down. You know, like a cylinder, a pneumatic cylinder may fail. It might be the shaft breaks or the seals are busted and it's just leaking air and it's making horrendous sound, right? So that's just some small examples of what kind of areas that you'll be in charge of. And it may vary. See, at Toyota, the tier 2 plant, there was a preventative maintenance section, group, department of maintenance. And there was also the maintenance crew, right? They took care of the reactive maintenance. And they partake in the, the PMs too, but generally they were more the reactive, right? So that's the difference there. Let's talk about work. How much are you going to work, right? So in the field, if the machines are running, you're there. If the machines are not running, you're there, right? So you're there in case the machines break down. You're doing reactive maintenance. So if they're operational, you're in there fixing the machines when they go down. The same is true if the machines are not running. You're in there, right? So that's whenever you can do your big overhauls, your maintenance that you can't do while the machine's running, like changing oil screens or oil filters, right? You can't do that when the machine's running. Well, what does that mean, right? You're there when the machines are on, you're there when the machines are off. Well, that means you're gonna work a lot. Just point blank, very, very concise, very blunt way to put it. You're going to be there a lot, right? That's your job. You are there to take care of the equipment to make sure that it remains operational. So, whenever the factory is shut down, you're most likely going to work. And I'd like to highlight, like during like Christmas or New Year's Eve, whenever the operators get to go home, you'll have to stay there and you'll have to work, right? And normally you will get compensated nicely for that 2 to 3 times more during that week or 2 than you normally would. That's one of the characteristics of being in industrial maintenance. You're gonna work. You're gonna make good money, but you're gonna work for it. Yeah, so let's talk about pay, right? So pay, starting off as somebody new into the field, you're not gonna get the best pay, right? You're gonna start at the bottom of the ladder and then work your way up. Generally, unless you have experience doing something else that relates, you're gonna start off near the bottom, right? And for me, the starting off point was a few more dollars than production. Now, with that being said, the top pay that you can receive potentially is about 2 times what production makes. That's what I've seen on average around where I live that you'll make. If production makes $15 an hour, you can expect maintenance to top out $32, maybe $35, somewhere around that area, right? So that pretty much sums up what it's like to be an industrial maintenance technician, right? What you're gonna see, what you're possibly gonna see And I gave some examples of, you know, what is preventative maintenance, what is reactive maintenance, your pay, the days that you can expect to work. Yeah, so this is a very quick video on what it's like to be an industrial maintenance technician.